Hey, did you know that Silly Stories for Kids has a new song? Really? Who sings it?
That would be me, the Pim Pim.
What's it called?
Brush your teeth with Pim Pim, and it is available on all the good streaming services. It's gonna help me keep my last 3 teeth.
They do look sparkly. Hey, Aubrey, let's brush our teeth. Okay, let's go.
Hey, that's my line. Why not try listening to Brush Your Teeth with Pim Pim tonight as you brush your teeth? All right, let's get into the story. One day, a little boy named Oakley was sitting in his room. Now, he had decided to tidy up his room. He was going through all his old toys and deciding which ones to keep and which ones to pass on. And as he was tidying, all of a sudden, he heard a noise outside. Meow. Meep, 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 meep. What is that? He thought, as he raced downstairs to go see what was going on. His mum was already standing at the door and it was open, and outside he could see a taxi. Oh, what's a taxi doing here? And why is a teddy bear driving a taxi? Said Oakley. He walked over to see what was going on. Excuse me, is your name Oakley? Yes it is, said Oakley. Who are you? My name is Teddywinkle, and I have just started a new taxi company, and I've decided that maybe I need some help. Why do you need some help? Said Oakley. Well, I need some help because I keep getting lost. You keep getting lost? Said Oakley. Yeah, I keep getting calls from people saying, hey, can you come pick me up? And then I start driving and I get lost and then I can't actually get to their house. Do you think you could help me? Oakley turned to his mum. She nodded. Of course you can help him, Oakley. Quick, go! So Oakley opened the door of the taxi and jumped in. All right, Oakley, chuck on your seatbelt and then we will wait for a call. How do the calls come in? Said Oakley. Well, see this screen here? What happens is it starts to ring and bring, 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 bring. It's happening, said Teddywinkle. Hooray, said Oakley. Teddywinkle pressed the button to answer the taxi phone. Hello, Teddywinkle Taxi Services. How may I help you? Yes, I need you to come pick me up. I'm at my house. Okay, said Teddywinkle. We'll see you soon. And he pressed the button to hang up. Who was that? Said Oakley. I don't know. And how will you know where their house is if you don't know where it was? Well, isn't that your job? Said Teddywinkle. What? Said Oakley. I can't just guess where someone's house is. Well, give it a try. What do you mean, give it a try? Said Oakley. Well, just tell me what way to go and we'll see what happens. Oakley was very confused. Okay, he said. Maybe go that way? He pointed off down the street. Here we go, said Teddywinkle. Teddywinkle Taxi Services is on its way. As they started to drive, Oakley just guessed different directions. Turn here. All right, good one. I like that. And then straight through the roundabout. Oh, I like roundabouts. Can we go around a few times first? Okay, said Oakley. So Teddywinkle and Oakley went around the roundabout. And around, and around, and around, and around, and around. Come on, said Oakley. We're going to be late. But we don't even know where we're going. But we got to keep guessing, said Oakley. All right, said Teddywinkle. That way, yelled Oakley, as he pointed down one of the streets. This street's a dead end, said Teddywinkle. Let's try that house there, said Oakley, pointing at a house with a big red door. Okay, I'll start tooting. Teddywinkle started tooting the horn. Meep, 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 meep. They looked at the big red door, but nobody came. Oh, it was worth a try. Just then, a lady appeared at the other side of the car. Excuse me, is this the Teddywinkle taxi? It is. Which house is yours? She pointed to one on the other side of the road with the blue door. Oakley, you did it! What's the teddy bear talking about? Said the lady. Never mind, said Oakley. Jump in and we'll take you to where you need to go. All right, said Teddywinkle. The lady opened the door and climbed in the back of the taxi. Okay, where can we take you today? Said Teddywinkle. Well, said the lady, I need to go to my friend Janice's house. Where's Janice's house? Said Teddywinkle. I don't know, you're the taxi, said the lady. Oh dear, said Teddywinkle. I guess we guess again, said Teddywinkle. Nah, let's try something different this time. What are we going to try? Said Oakley. Well, this car has a few different features, so maybe we'll try the one in the glove box. The one in the glove box, said Oakley. He opened it up, and all of a sudden, a spring popped out straight towards him. "Wow!" he said as he jumped backwards. "What's this spring do?"
Well, I think you bounce it, and then the car starts to bounce as well.
"How's that gonna get us to this lady's friend's house?" said Oakley.
I don't know, but it'll make it more fun. Come on, go,
said Teddywinkle as he started to drive. So Oakley grabbed the spring and started to spring it back and forth, and as it did, the car began to bounce. Doing! Doing! "Yippee!" said Teddywinkle. "Ooh, this is lovely," said the lady in the back seat. "It is a lot of fun," said Oakley. "Oh, I can see my friend's house," she said.
"Where is it?"
said Teddywinkle. The lady pointed. "It's that way."
"All right, let's turn the car."
Teddywinkle turned the car mid-bounce, and the car seemed to spin in the spot.
"All right, give us a big bounce for this one,"
said Teddywinkle. So Oakley gave the spring the biggest bounce he possibly could, and as he did, the car launched into the air.
"How many streets over?"
yelled Teddywinkle to the lady in the back seat. "I think it was 3.
"All right, I think we can land it. We're coming down."
The car landed in the middle of a street. The lady looked around. "It's that one," she said. "Well done."
"Hooray!"
said Teddywinkle. "That was fun," said Oakley.
"Thank you for riding Teddywinkle Taxi Services. Please be sure to take all your belongings with you and call us next time you need a ride."
"I will," said the lady, very, very happy as she climbed out and walked over towards the house. "That was fun," said Oakley. "What should we do now?"
"Well, I'm a little bit hungry. Do you want to go get something to eat?"
Okay, said Oakley. "Where are we going?"
"There's a shop near here that does really cool food. Let's go. Should we use the bouncy mode?"
Yes, said Oakley. So Oakley began to bounce the car, and Teddywinkle drove all the way to a very strange-looking shop. "What is this place?" said Oakley.
"It's my favourite shop in the whole entire world. They make food that doesn't actually look like food."
"What?" said Oakley.
"Come on, I'll show ya."
Teddywinkle took Oakley inside the shop, and as Oakley looked around, it looked very, very strange. There was all kinds of strange items on the wall. There were basketballs in some areas, and in other places there was a shovel and a rake, and then somewhere else there was a little toy train that seemed to be driving around in a circle. Teddywinkle, I'm pretty sure this isn't a food shop."
"It is. Come on."
Teddywinkle went over to the counter.
"Excuse me, can I please have 3 socks and a bucket of paint?"
"Oh, good selection," said the man behind the counter. He went behind him and pulled a couple of things off the shelves. He handed Teddywinkle 3 socks and a funny-looking tin of paint.
"Thank you,"
said Teddywinkle. "I hope you enjoy it," said the man. "This is not food," said Oakley.
"Trust me," said Teddywinkle. "Have a bite."
He handed Oakley one of the socks. Oakley looked at it. It looked like a sock. It felt like a sock. It even smelt like a sock. "I don't think I want to."
"You will,"
said Teddywinkle. "Okay," said Oakley. He took a bite of the sock and... It's delicious! It tastes like caramel and sparkles.
"I know! How good is it?"
Teddywinkle was already munching on the other sock. "This is amazing," said Oakley.
"Hang on, wait till you try the paint."
Teddywinkle picked up the tin of paint and poured it into 2 glasses.
"Have a taste,"
said Teddywinkle. Oakley picked it up and had a sip. "It's delicious! It tastes like all kinds of fruits at the same time. It's amazing!"
"I know, but make sure you never drink real paint. That's really bad for you."
"Oh yeah," said Oakley.
"Just this one, and it's got a very special label that tells you."
Oakley had a look at the side, and sure enough, there was a sign that said, "Please drink."
"It's so tasty."
"Hey, Teddywinkle, what's that noise?"
"I think it's the taxi phone. Quick, let's go."
Teddywinkle and Oakley raced back outside, and sure enough, the taxi phone was ringing. They jumped in and answered the call.
"Hello, Teddywinkle Taxi Services. How may we help you?"
Hello, I need a lift."
"Pim Pim, is that you?"
"Oh, Teddywinkle, yes, I do need you to come to my house and pick me up, please."
"All right, we'll be there soon."
Teddywinkle and Oakley started to drive.
"I know where to go with this one. I know where Pim Pim's house is. You might have to help us get to the next place, though."
"Where is Pim Pim's house?" asked Oakley. The car came to a screeching stop.
"We're here,"
said Teddywinkle. "Next door to the funny food shop."
"Yeah, that's how I found this place."
Meep, 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 meep. Teddywinkle started to toot the horn, and Pim Pim came outside. "Okay, Teddywinkle, I am ready." He jumped in through the window and didn't open the door. "Can you please take me to my house?"
What?
said Teddywinkle. "Yeah, I just wanted to go for a ride in the taxi. Can you take me for a lap around the block and take me back to my house?"
No, Pim Pim.
"Please," said Pim Pim.
Okay,
said Teddywinkle.
let's try out one of the other special driving modes, Oakley.
"Oh, okay," said Oakley. "How do we do that?"
Well, you fold down that bit that's like over the top of your head, the little visory thing.
So Oakley folded down the visor, and when he did, some strange controls came out. "What are these for?" said Oakley.
You get to drive the taxi, and this time it can do spins and it can lift into the air.
That sounds like fun. All right, how do I do it?
Well, I'll start you off.
Teddywinkle started driving the taxi.
Now, pull backwards on those controls.
He said. Oakley pulled backwards, and sure enough, the taxi lifted into the air. "This is incredible," said Oakley.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, eh?
"I want to turn," said Pim Pim.
No, Pim Pim!
Pim Pim dove over the front seat and grabbed hold of the controls. The taxi started to spin.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
"What's happening?" yelled Oakley. "I am doing the driving," said Pim Pim, as he kept twirling the car around and around. "How do these things work? Do I cross them over?" Pim Pim crossed his hands over. "No!" yelled Teddywinkle, and the car seemed to almost turn itself inside out. Then it spun back round the other way. "Oh, that was fun. Let's do that again."
No, said Teddywinkle. Grab him, Oakley!
Oakley reached forward and grabbed hold of the controls. "No, it is my turn, please," said Pim Pim. "No," said Oakley. "I don't want you to turn me inside out." "I won't turn you inside out. I'll just turn you back to front." "I don't want that either," said Oakley. "Oh, no, I got to do it. No, no, no." Oakley pulled them out of Pim Pim's hand, and Teddywinkle reached around and buckled Pim Pim into his seat.
You must wear seatbelts at all times,
said Teddywinkle. "No," said Pim Pim. Oakley drove the car around the block in the air, doing a few spins and twirls as he went. Then he lowered it down right back in front of Pim Pim's house.
Okay, Pim Pim, out you get.
"Thank you," said Pim Pim. "That was lots of fun. Okay, I might start my own taxi service and start driving people around."
No, Pim Pim, that's my business. Maybe you can come work for me. Ha! All right, we better get Oakley home.
"Bye, Oakley," said Pim Pim. "Bye," said Oakley.
Let's go the fast way. There's one more secret about this taxi I haven't told you about yet.
"What's that?" said Oakley.
It's the automatic teleportation mode.
"How does that work?"
Well, the car just knows where it needs to go, and if you press this big purple button here, it takes you straight there.
"Why didn't we just use that at the start?"
Well, that wouldn't have been fun,
said Teddywinkle. Oakley laughed.
All right, Oakley's house,
said Teddywinkle, and pressed the big purple button. The car disappeared in an explosion of light, and when it reappeared, they were back out the front of Oakley's house.
Okay, Oakley, I'll see you next time. Here, have the last sock,
he said as he threw it to him. "Thanks, Teddywinkle." As Oakley walked back up the driveway towards his sock, he started to chew on the sock. His mum saw him. "Oakley, why are you chewing on a sock?" she said. "Well," said Oakley, "I don't think you'd believe me, even if I told you." And that is the end of the story. This episode is brought to you by Freddy's Fake Foods. Need a stick that tastes like chocolate or a baseball bat that tastes like sprinkles? Make sure you come down to Freddy's. We've got all kinds of things that taste nothing like what they look like. And they are all amazing. Hey, we hope you've been enjoying the Silly Stories for Kids. Make sure to head over to our website, sillystoriesforkids.com, to find out more about the podcast and share it with all of your friends. This has been me, Freddy! And me, Sam. We'll see you soon. Silly Stories for Kids is only possible thanks to the support of our listeners. If you want to help us make more stories, music, books, live shows, and so much more, head over to sillystoriesforkids.com and join the family.